Alright guys, welcome back to the 44th episode of this review series where I review everything in Fortnite Save the World. For this episode, I'm going to be doing a review on the Supersonic Slasher. I'll be showing you the best perks, the best hero loadout, and some gameplay. Let's get into it. Alright, first for the build I put on it, I put a crit build. So put a crit damage as a first perk, crit rating as a second, and another crit damage as a fourth perk. And then for this last perk, I put damage to miss monsters and bosses because this weapon doesn't afflict, slow, or snare, or stun, stagger, or freeze enemies. So none of those really makes sense to put on this weapon. So I just put the miss monsters and bosses. And then for the element, fire is good against nature, nature is good against water, water is good against fire, and then energy is good against everything with a reduction. So yeah, make sure you think about that. And then physical is good against enemies with no elements. And then anyway, let's get on to the hero loadout. Alright, now for the hero loadout I'm using for this. For the commander, I have Paleo Luna, which has Saurian Claws Plus, and what that does is adds 9% of current health to melee weapon damage, so the higher you keep your health, the higher damage you'll be doing. And then for the support team, we have Battle Beat from Breakbeat Wildcat, eliminating 10 enemies in 9 seconds grants Rock and Riff. And then we've also got Shredder from Dennis Jr. Axe eliminations have an 11% chance to grant Rock and Riff. And what Rock and Riff does is increases damage by 50% and melee attack speed by 32%, decaying over 8 seconds. And with the team perk Totally Rockin' Out, which what it does is Rock and Riff also increases the crit rating by 160, decaying over 8 seconds, and heals 73.75 base health. So whenever you get that Rock and Riff after 10 eliminations, or a chance of getting it after getting Axe elimination, then you'll just get all those buffs, and it's crazy. Then we've got Assassination from Assassin Sarah, Jade Assassin Sarah, Lotus Assassin Sarah, Lotus Assassin Ken, or Blue Streak Ken. And what they all do is dealing melee weapon damage grants 1 stack of Assassination up to 5 stacks. Assassination lasts 5 seconds and increases melee weapon damage by 4.5%. And so that means every time you hit an enemy, you'll be doing extra damage. And then we've got Monster Smash from Arlene Izza. Increases life leech with melee attacks and Gone Constructor by up to 15% based on the percentage of your missing health. So since you want to keep your health high for Paleo Luna and her extra damage, whenever your health gets low, you'll get healed up really quickly. And then we've got From the Depths from Mermonster Ken. Increases melee weapon damage by 44% based on the percentage of your missing health. So whenever your health gets low, you'll also be doing extra damage. And then once it gets high again, then Paleo Luna, it's just really crazy. Tons of damage. And anyway, let's get on to the gameplay. The gameplay you're seeing in the background is a power level 124 Destroy the Encampments mission. But anyway, first let's talk about this weapon's special perk, and what that is after eliminating 5 enemies with this weapon within 15 seconds, regenerate 25% of your shield over 3 seconds. And you will never die with Arlene Izza and Totally Rockin' Out with that life leech and that healing. So this is just, it just gives you extra shield, and that's not really needed if you have Blaster in the past, but if you're using my loadout, then that's just stapling the fact that you will never die. But if your health inevitably does get low, like if there's a bunch of blasters or gunslingers or like those baseball shooter guys, then like they're all shooting at you, this is a melee weapon, you can't get to them all at once, then what you can actually do is you do the heavy attack. And what that is, it's a swing, and then a stab. And then on the stab, since this is an airplane, it like shoots little bullets out of the front of the airplane. And that's like sort of a ranged attack. So if there's a gunslinger kind of far away, you do the swing, stab, then it might get hit. So, and then with that, you would get that life leech from Arlene Izza, and you'll be back in the battle. But anyway, let's put this on the scale. Alright, now we're on the scale, and if you don't know what this is, basically I put the Supersonic Slasher here, and the garbage, it's okay, or legendary category, depending on how good it is. and it's legendary. There's basically no downsides. You will never die. It does tons of damage, and it's like a ranged melee weapon with that little stab attack. And yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoyed this, hope you did anyway, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications, because I do these review videos every other day. And also like, comment, and share so that more people can see my videos. Anyway guys, I'll see you next time.